Hey mate, welcome back. Have you had a nice walk around the city? Good. It's nice, isn't it, at night time, Tokyo? I love it. I've done it myself a few times. It really, weirdly, as busy as it is, helps clear the mind, and I'm so proud of you recently. You've really kept it together. I thought after losing your 3 girlfriends, which was heartbreaking, mate, you were going to fly off the rails, but, you know, kept it together. Honestly, proper proud of you, and I think we're ready to get back to work. And that's why I'm feeling a little bit down myself. Mate, honestly, I thought a couple of months off, quit our jobs, get your shit together, and then towards the end of the Japan season, to the start of the new season, there'd be jobs, right? Jobs available. And there was jobs available. Can I get us one? No. That CV's strong enough, right? But every job I've gone for, they've either said no straight away, or as soon as I've walked into the office for the interview, they've slammed the door in my face. This morning, I turned up, and they escorted me off the premises with security. No explanation. I have no idea why. Why are you looking at me like that? You know why. You want to share it with me? Am I on TikTok? Don't even know what Tic-Tac-Toc 2 is, mate. What the hell are you talking about? You've watched a video on your walk. Well, do you want to share it with me? Christ. What do I think of Japan? It's a shithole. Absolutely hate this place. Can't stand the people. The food tastes like dog shit. In fact, sometimes I think I'm actually eating dogs. The women are ugly. The men are idiots. The whole place stinks. And don't even get me started on the football. Christ, would I ever manage here? No, not a chance. The football quality is shocking. Non-league in England is better than here. Terrible facilities, terrible fans, terrible stadiums. Not a chance. No way do I ever want to manage in this hellhole. What the hell is that? That sounds like me. It looks like me. What? I don't get it. Someone's deepfake me and put it all over the internet in Japan. No wonder I can't get a job with that out there. Oh my god. Whoever's behind all this. Killing our friends, causing trouble, killing your girlfriends, for instance. This is them. Surely it's gotta be them. It's what ruined me dreams. That's depressing. Do you know what? I'm gonna go to bed. Wake up in the morning, hopefully with a fresh mind. Try and figure out what we're gonna do. Good morning, mate. How are you doing on this glorious morning in Tokyo in this beautiful hotel? Oh, yeah, I'm in a fantastic mood. I had a great night's sleep. Although I did wake up a little sad, and I watched that video on Tik2 or whatever it's called. How weird is that? Looks just like me. Sounds just like me. It's not me. Did a bit of research into Deepfake. Went down a rabbit hole. Some cracking websites out there, mate, if you know what I mean. Katy Perry, a few others. Anyway, that's another story. I'll share that with you later. Anyway, as I came in for breakfast, I got a text message from our rich benefactor with some excellent news. I'm going to read it to you. Yeah? Okay. Dear Bood, I am your rich benefactor. I have been helping you out along the way because we are old friends. I thought all our friends were dead, but anyway, I'll take it. Now do not worry, and I will reveal myself when it's safe very soon. But for now I know you're in Japan and struggling to find a job. Do not worry, because I have contacts still around the world, and I've lined you up an interview in a top 5 league. Get to the airport, there's tickets waiting, first class, go and smash the interview. I believe in you, I know you can do it. I'll be in touch soon and reveal who I am when the time is right. How exciting is that? Who could it be? I reckon it's Elon Musk. No, we're not friends with Elon Musk. Who? Definitely not him. The guy who's out there trying to kill us. That'd be weird. Why would he do that? Nah. It's not going to be him. I reckon we just go with the flow. Get to the airport. Go to this interview, wherever it is. Get the job. Because we will. Because I believe in me and I believe in you. And I can't wait. I'm really excited, hey? What a turnaround of events that is. Right, let's get some breakfast.
You know, Mr. Wolf, sometimes I surprise myself with my own genius. These deepfakes of Build are going viral. You know, there's more ways to kill a man than just with a bazooka. Where's the fun in that? No, you are very, very short-sighted. Yes, killing his friends adds a sense of, oh, so much joy. But killing his reputation, his dreams, Oh yes, Mr. Wolf. Keep on watching. I have so much to teach you.
Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 9 of The Road to Anywhere. As always, thanks for joining me. You know what, I appreciate it. I really, really do. Now, in this series, the shadow is the baddie, right? But the one true baddie is the YouTube algorithm. So let's team up and fight it together. And the best way to fight the YouTube algorithm is by smashing that thumbs up. Genuinely, it helps. Comment. I will get back to you eventually. I always do because I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new and hit that bell and you'll never miss anything I do, like this brand new adventure here on the road to anywhere. So, as you can probably tell by the page behind me, we are in Spain. Now, how did I get to Spain? Well, basically, I quit the job that we were at in Slovakia. I loved it, right? But to help with the story and to give the CCPO some time off, I had some time off with the plan of hopefully getting my ass to Japan. I really want to go to Japan, right? And I was hoping that by the end of the year, the start of the new year in 2031, when the new season starts, jobs would come available. In the story, obviously, I couldn't get a job. In reality, there wasn't any. There wasn't a single job going. Now, there were jobs out there. There's a couple in Germany. They got snapped up pretty quick. I didn't go for them. And there was other jobs, right? And I space barred it the first day and I got offered 2 interviews. One was with the team I'm at, which we'll have a look at in a sec. And the other was with a French team. And there was a couple of clubs out there that were very interesting. But I just felt like this was the one I wanted. And the process was really quick. I felt wanted. They offered me the interview. It happened really quickly. And that's how I've ended up in Spain. With Getafe. Yes, who are currently, as I've took over the job, 16th in La Liga. So they sacked their manager on the 15th. So you can see how quick this process was. That job popped up. I think it was on the 16th. They offered me the interview. And I've got the job now by the 20th. So it was really, really quick. I'm really excited. And like I said, some German ones were there on that day, but they disappeared really quickly. I don't know why. Fulham has only come up since I've got this job. When I first looked, that one there, that had been quite tempting. I don't think I've ever been to England on the Journeyman. That might have been quite cool, to be fair. The 19th in the Premier League, but I've missed that boat. Now, Lens did offer me an interview as well. Strasbourg didn't. Slavian Bratislava are looking for a manager. What's happened there? I don't care. First reason is they've got a bit of money, right? Which is good. Something to play with and work on. The staff is atrocious. And in the interview, I said, I want to completely rebuild it. And I do. They were still in the cup as well, the Copa del Rey in the 4th round, and they wanted me to be competitive and hopefully avoid relegation from La Liga, which is a challenge I'm well up for. And the squad isn't that bad, right? Now they've got some unregistered players I'd play. Lucas Roman, I'd play. And there was stuff I wanted to do, and a lot of the time with things like this, when you come into a job like this on this game, which is just a computer game, all these clubs are lacking is some human organisation. And when it comes to organisation, I'm good at it, I think. It is just about sorting things out. Now, I got to work on this while I was away in Wales. We stayed in a beautiful house. I might flash up some pictures for you. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, right? Kids spelt coffee all over it. But I really wanted to be precise. I wanted to be surgical with this and not just hopefully do what they want me to do this season. Start planning for next. One thing I was really excited about was hoping that some of them lads I really liked at my previous club would still be there, but the 3 lads I would have purchased and could have purchased have all left. Island Hoyk, the one I really wanted, the left winger who scored a load of goals for me, he went to Mönchengladbach. So it is what it is. And one thing you have to remember in this country of Spain, España, is the teams have a 25-man squad and they have a squad salary. It's like a salary cap. Is it equal and fair throughout all the league like the NFL? No, it's not. So you've got to be clever with this. And that's why some players aren't registered, because you've not been able to fit them in to the salary cap. So what I was going to do is go through the squad like I did right there. Not that you'll be able to see. Pick the players I want, and then if you can see them dark bits, that's where I was going to keep someone, and then I could sell them on. I got an offer in. I was like, right, let's cash in. I don't need them. And just jig it around to get in the players I want and try and move some on quickly. And then hopefully improve on this. Look at the start of that season. They are better than this, you know. I think they are better than this. I mean, they've been pretty pathetic, haven't they? And they're supposed to be a mid-table-ish team. 12th, the bookies had them, as I've took over. So, yeah. I knew I could do it. I couldn't wait to get going. And one thing about this as well, which has probably worked out better for me, because I went away over the weekend, I've been able to just get through it quickly. Because if I had gone into Japan, I'd have had to play a full season. But we've only got half a season, so it's kind of benefited me. But it also gave me more time, because we had very busy days in Wales. Beautiful house. Everyone was going to bed. I got to stay up and really plan this, really go through it. Whenever I take over a new club, I do a bit of research, and I didn't really know where Getafe was. It's a place, I think it's in the region of Madrid. A town near Madrid or outside of Madrid. Now, the name of the stadium here is called the Coliseum, but it's not. It's called the Alfonso something in reality. It's actually named after a player that's never played for Getafe. He actually played for Real Madrid, right? But because he's the best player to ever come out of that area, they named the stadium after him. Now, the stadium reminds me of a Spanish version of Huddersfield Stadium, right? But then I also found plans they've got for it to improve it. So I'm going to imagine, because we're a little bit into the future, that this is what the stadium looks like. Hopefully, I'm showing you a beautiful graphic, but we've got good training, good youth facilities, tons of work to do, and I did a lot. Starting with the staff. Now, I saved this file and called it Staff Complete on the 16th of February. It kind of ain't, because over the next couple of months, they do let me improve it a little bit more. This has got to help, and I scrapped the lot. New assistant manager, new coaching team. Now, one thing I did do in January was bring in some money. I had like 3 strikers. I've gone to 2. I've got other kids who can cover. And like you've seen with that, maybe saw on my pad where I've scribbled people out, because I was originally going to keep them, and then I got an offer in, and I managed to generate 12.5 million and offloaded quite a few. Helped me with that wage cap as well. Helped me bring in the 200 registered players that I wanted to play, and then helped me do like a short-term fix on the squad. I didn't want to spend money initially, but I was lacking. I needed 2 centre-halves and some help on the wings. So I've loaned for a season Andrea Marcato, decent little player, paying a bit of his wages. I've loaned Anthony Morgan. I know his star rating doesn't jump out at you, but I think he looks like a good solid player. He's from Spurs. They're letting me have him the 2 seasons, or basically at the end of this season and next. And then to help me out on the wings, I felt like we were a bit light there. We've signed Cosmin Petra, 20-year-old German from Schalke, who apparently is a wonder kid, and then 23-year-old Valentin Boulette to help out on the other wing, who again, you know, he's not a wonder kid, he's 23, his star rating isn't 5, I know, but I think his all-round game and his attributes look fantastic, so they're the 4 players I brought in. So I'm not going to go through the whole squad, because I did actually sort out some other transfers eventually as the season goes on. I put a few players up for sale because they were wanted. I'm already planning for the next season, so I'm not there fully. I've got another page in my book, the next one, which is clean. No kids have spilt coffee on it. Don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I've already started to pick up kids from a shortlist and work out some that I'm moving on. So I'm already planning for next year. I want a bit of a good, exciting young team. But this is apparently the best team. Now, David isn't going to be my keeper. And he ain't a wonder kid, but he's a good young player. Russo, I'm going to be moving on. I've got this lad called Javier, who gets injured but starts for me very well. Again, not a wonder kid, but a good player. But we've got some decent lads. And that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to think about the cap, not get too giddy, and just do it slowly, bit by bit, and hopefully work towards a team that can be way more competitive by the time next season starts. But obviously, we need to do well this season. That highlight game is the old manager's last game. They got beat 2-0 away off Celta. I've come in and got straight to work. I didn't do the staff though first. I did a bit of the squad first and then started building the staff in one go. But we started off brilliantly. Copa del Rey 3-0 against Real Oviedo. Done a series with them. Levante, we beat them 2-0, so got some points in the league. Then I beat Cadiz 2-1 in the cup. Then we beat Real Sporting in the league, and then I got beat off Girona. Spanish Man City, if you know, you know. So we're now at the 2nd of March, and what I did was I created a new shortlist called the Getafe Young Players Shortlist, basically. So players from other old shortlists I've got, because I've gathered it around the world and knowledge I've been gathering. I added some of them into it, re-scouted a few of them. Some of these haven't been scouted yet, even though I've got a top-notch. The best scouting team now in La Liga. I'm well happy with it. Now, obviously, not all these are interested, but there are a lot of players on this list, quite a few, and I really like, as you can see, from all over the place, not just South America, but there are guys that are good, at low value, that have minimum fees that are stupid. So, you know, there's some I'm never going to get, but I like the knowledge of them. I want to keep them just in case down the line things change. But there are some absolute lovely little bargains out here. Some lovely little bargains that I am really excited about. Some more I even add to this as it goes on, and I'm going to try and use the money I've got, because I do have a bit, to re-sign them before anyone else gets in there. Because even though some of them are wanted, like I find a Wonderkid goalkeeper who's not on this list yet, who are signed for a really good price, and he was wanted by Premier League teams, but when you go on their transfer tab, it'll say not willing to put a bid in just yet. Well, I am. I'm going to try and get what I can, and by the end of the season I've got a goalkeeper, a centre half, a left back from Africa, cheap as chips, a central midfielder, and a right winger. So where are we in the league? Well, we're languishing down there. We're 14th, 31 points, but I'm way off relegation, and that's what it's all about. We're not going to get any European football. Like I said, I want to build that young side, something that we can really work on over the summer. Hopefully add a few more pieces. We've just got to be conscious of that salary cap, which may increase. It can increase over the summer. Just doing me bits, honestly. I can't wait. And like I always say, I can't wait to finish this. So tonight, I can get playing. I think the last game I showed you was Girona when they knocked us out the Copa del Rey in the quarterfinal, which quarterfinal for us is decent. Responded with an absolute picking of Espanyol 5-1. I got beat off Atletico Madrid, which is cool, and then Valencia, who I think, if memory serves me right, were third. So this is a squad arranged by average rating. You can see there's certain players that have got interest in them, and I am already working on that. Trying to move some of them on. Some that don't even want to go, put up for sale. Like my goalkeeper, I think it's Napoli coming for it. Just trying to plan and get the finances right. Hopefully get some good money in the summer. It's just that cap. It's hard to, because we Getafe, we're only a small club, but because we're in La Liga, the world's opened up to me. So there are a lot of opportunities to sign good players at really low prices. You've just got to be conscious of that cap. And until I know what my new cap's going to be, I don't want to do any more business. Right then, let's get into this. It's now the 5th of April. We had a youth intake. It was all right. It wasn't the best. I've signed a couple of them. I'm not worried about that. I want to bring in my own players, and we're still 14th on 35 points. And maybe that new manager thing, it happened at other clubs where you come in and you come out the gates flying super fast. But you know, we're getting a few injuries. Like I said, Xavier had a knock and he'd started really well for me. No excuse, but it's a tough league and we are not the finished article by a long way, and I know that, and I'm very patient. It's next year I'm excited about. So, you know, we lost against Betis, we lost against Villarreal, but we were playing well against these teams. I beat Atletico Club Bilbao 1-0, got absolute batters off Sevilla, and then we're just drawn with Real Sociedad. We're here now on the 10th of May, and there's a reason for this. It's my last save point, and we're going to have a live com away at Las Palmas. Now, it's away, but I just felt like it's going to be the first game we share at Getafe. Let's have a small chance of some glory, you know, because the last two games are against Barcelona and Real Madrid, so we'll probably get battered, and I've no interest in sharing that with you just yet. Maybe next year. We'll see how it goes. But you can see by the form that we've really kind of got it together after Real Sociedad. We drew again 2-2 with Rayo Vallecano. We beat them 3-1. We drew 1-1. We won 3-1 against the Spanish Man City. And then we've just drawn 1-1. But even in some of these games, we've been decent. That was disappointing, I won't lie, in my last game. There's some quality in this squad. Some players that have done really, really well for me. But there's some players who've done well for me who are wanted, and I am all for a rebuild here, a big rebuild, and if I can get a good price for him and replace him with a very good young player, that's the kind of route I might go down. There's a lot of work to do and I'm excited for it. But you can see there's some transfers already in place for players. I've maybe not getting full price for him because I just want to get them off the books, but you know, get a bit of money in, get some new players in, move some on, even if they're good. I don't care. Genuinely, I really want an exciting young team that's going to hit that ground running next season and hopefully do bits. Hopefully. You never know. It might not work. I mean, I've got around 15 million coming in from player sales eventually, and I'm going to shave 65 grand off the wages. But of course, I think I've got about 100 grand coming in on wages from them. Is it 5 players? Yeah, 5 players that I've already sorted out. So again, you know, we'll have to wait and see if we can balance the books, how much money we get to spend as well. But we'll get there. If you stay with me, don't go missing, man. Next season could be a big one. So welcome to Gran Canaria, a very special place for me, where the first place I went on holiday with my wife, and because it was so special to us, when we did get married, we went there on our honeymoon 10 years ago, but I've got a cracking team out there today. It's probably the best team I can put out, to be fair, today. Fitness-wise, got me young, lonely wingers, Ruiz who can score goals, Javier's fit. Very exciting. So I know this is kind of one of those in-between episodes, filler episodes. You're not getting a full season out of it, I know, but this is a journeyman, this part of the adventure, and I do like wrapping things into the story, having little breaks now and again, because I did have every intention of trying to get into Japan. I thought a job had come up at the end of the season, nothing. Do you know when someone gets sacked? I mean, at the start of the season, not a single job. There were jobs out there a while ago, do you remember? You might remember. I applied for a couple. Couldn't get him. Here he is, the old boy. Good effort. But I thought now, especially after my time in Slovakia, especially when, you know, I was getting interest from France, and now obviously La Liga, it was brilliant. Now I do intend, if I can, to finish this off at a big club, and I've always avoided England. It'd be quite nice to end up back in the Premier League, but you can't predict where you're going to go. Like, you can want to go somewhere, and this has been a prime example of that. Oh, what a save. Yeah, this has been a prime example. Wanting to go to Japan, and it just not happened for me. Well, it might still happen. Maybe we can go out there after this. I don't know. But I want to now stay here for a couple of seasons, and really, I've got an opportunity to build a good team. And one thing I've done, especially with those 5 players that have come in, and I've re-signed David, because I think he's a good young keeper, and Javier, is when it comes to minimum fees, even if I have to give them extra little bonuses, they've got £150 million minimum fees, because you have to have one in Spain. No one's going to get took away from me for 10 mil. You're coming into this club, even if my best option, if you won't sign that £150 million minimum fee, I'm not having it. I want to lock in this team that I've put together over the next season or two. And I'm not saying we'll win La Liga. That is miles away. But I'd like to do well. I'd like to get them into Europe. I'd like to maybe do well in the cup. And I believe in myself. And like I say, sometimes these teams just need a bit of human organisation. Sort the staff out, trim the squad, pick it the right way, sort the training out, and you can turn a team that's been languishing into a decent side. Because a computer's trying to sort out 2,000 teams, and most of the time it don't do it very well. Anyway, it's half time. We've definitely been the better team, but we need to up our game. So here we go, second half. And as always, thanks for not going missing. Thanks for sticking with it. Hopefully you're happy with the next stage of the journey. And this is the beauty of a journey, man. Go end up anywhere. Random ass places. I loved it in Slovakia. Could have done bits with a few more seasons. And that is not the way I thought the second half was going to go. 1-0. Though we do have a highlight from kickoff. Hopefully it's a good omen for us. But I do love Gran Canaria. Absolutely loved it. It just happened to be the first place we went to. And we loved it. And it was because it was our first ever proper holiday as a couple 20 years ago. Go on, Petre. Oh, mate. It was a no-brainer to go there on our honeymoon. Although on our honeymoon we stayed in a way better hotel. Way better. It was beautiful. We've been all over really over the years. A bit less since we've had kids. We're going to wait for them to be a bit older so they appreciate it. But yeah, the last few years we've been going to France. We've got to France again this year, 3rd year running. Proper adventure on the ferry. Kids love it. It's brilliant. To a place called Eurocamp. We're all over. Right, free kick, Alina. We've got it away, sort of, but we're going to put this pressure on. Oh, come on. Free kick for Gran Canaria. That's what I call them. I know it's Las Palmas. It's in Gran Canaria, isn't it? Got a bad feeling about that. Oh, no, I haven't. Totally confident he was going to donkey it. But I've made a couple of changes, but they haven't taken effect yet because we have a highlight and it's them. Las Palmas, straight on us. Been a bit disappointing. What's a tackle? Right, come on, boys. Let's get them on the break. I mean, they've nowhere near the finished article, but I just want that young, youthful quality and talent and promise, because you can do bits with young teams. I've done it a million times. Because I just don't feel like this is my team yet, but I just feel like I've been really surgical, been like good planning. He's decent in that Juan Lu, although they've still got the ball and they're still coming at us, and I've got a bad feeling that they're going to score. Right, let's go for this. Demanding some more. We've got 20 minutes. Anything can happen in football. And I'm going to attack it as well. Right, come on, lads. Here he is, right back. Juan Lu, great name. Pick out a red shirt, mate. Just got across the box and that'd have been decent. But here we go. Go on, go on, go on. Get that. Pick it out. Guy from Spurs, Mr. Morgan, is having a stinker. Brought his ass off with the other guy. That loan from Atalanta. Yeah, he's had a crap game here, man. Here. But yeah, that time is ticking. No, I'm not making any more changes. I believe. Got minutes left. Can we salvage a point? Can we salvage a point? This is against a team in the bottom three, and this is what I mean. They're not there. I know we're away from home, but they're not there. There's work to do. Nice and high. Can anyone get onto it? Oh! The little wonder kid, Cosmin Petre. 5 minutes of injury time. And we nick it. The momentum's on our side. We have been the better team, to be fair. So, you know, we deserve something from the game, but it's all square. So, yeah, I've got 2 games now, which I fully expect to get battered in. But we'll see. I mean, whatever happens in these next 2 games against, is it Barcelona and Real Madrid? Barcelona, who are champions, apparently by some distance. And we're safe. We're not going to get relegated. 15 points safe. No? 17 points safe. So, yeah, I'll get through it and we'll get back to it. Now, I know I'm going to make some changes to the squad, but I took some real positives from this. Now, we got absolutely battered of Barcelona at our place. Look at the XG, shots on target, all that. But we still managed to score. One was an own goal. But that's against a very good Barca team. And then what I think's a freaking awesome Real Madrid team. I mean, look at some of the players on that team. Have a quick look. Insane. And again, we got battered at the Bernabeu, but we still managed to hang on for dear life and salvage a point. Now my wage budget's coming. That's going to change. So I've got players coming in and out. Now it does say my wage budget for the season is 725 grand, but I don't know what my salary cap's going to be yet. And I will find that out at some point. Of course, there's going to be some changes, and in the next episode, it'll be a full season. We'll have a look at my main squad, show you in a bit more detail. But I've really got to think about this because you can only have 3 non-EU players, and I've only got 1, and that 1 is Mr. Morgan on loan, who's not been very good. I think I might cancel his loan. 2 out of the 5 guys that are coming in are going to be foreigners, so I want to hopefully use that 3rd foreigner spot for someone better. So yeah, major changes. We'll have a look through it all in detail, and I'll see what squad I can put together and hopefully improve the staff more as well. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for not going missing. Thank you for sticking with me. It means the world to me. And thank you to a couple of my new patrons. You guys are legends. It genuinely, until I started that Patreon, you know, the wife was getting a bit pissed about how, you know, how much time I spend on it. Ever since I started it, that little bit of support I get from you guys, it's massive, because it justifies it in her eyes. I can say, look, I put all this time into it, here you go. So if you're a new patron or a long-standing patron, I want to thank you, and I want to thank every one of you for sticking with the series. Your view is the most important thing. If you want to beat that algorithm with me, smash the thumbs up, get involved in the comments, subscribe if you're new and you haven't already, and hit that bell, and you'll never miss anything I do. Can't wait. There's legs left in this series. There's a long way to go. There's stories to be told. So you stay happy, you stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you for episode 10. Wow, this place is like a palace. It's absolutely amazing. All paid for, you know, by our rich benefactor. We don't have to worry about a thing. I don't know who he is. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. God, I bet he's so cool. Do you know what? Downstairs, we've got a concierge who will get us anything. Women, booze, food. I'm having some tapas tonight. I'm going to treat myself. We've had a great little bit of a season there. Your home placement training for Real Madrid is what won us that point. Seriously. And I'm going to be hard at work myself. Clinical. Precise. So excited. And you know what? To treat you for all the hard work you've done. And the fact that you've been so great to me as a friend. I thought tonight we could play your favourite game. Yeah? Pull my finger. Yeah, you love a bit of pull my finger. It's always funny when the monkey farts, isn't it, eh? Come on, let's do it.